Top of the morning, y'all. Just rolling through an old Mississippi back road. I got workers out there on the track hoe at my land, and I got old Bear building an extension off the cabin, so it's gonna be real cool. Can't wait to show y'all that. But today's congressmen have about the class of a reality show filmed on an island somewhere about a love triangle. I mean, it's getting really, really bad, and I was not about to let y'all get through this week without hearing this story. This is absolutely crazy. Stay tuned. Man, it feels good to be alive. I want to tell you about one of the coolest sponsors I've ever had on this channel, the Wellness Company. A lot of y'all have gotten into this stuff. Can you imagine just having your own medical emergency kit with prescription items? This stuff is absolutely wild. I would have never even thought about it a couple years ago, and all of a sudden now, perfectly legal. You just call in, you fill out an intake form, and they give it to you. Definitely worth having this stuff in your medicine cabinet for a rainy day. I will put the link below. All right, y'all, so one of the most hilarious moments after Trump just ripping Congress to pieces, what he did, and down in Mississippi, they call that an all-day country ass whooping, you know? But there was an interview, and I've never even heard of this woman before. I couldn't even believe she's an actual congresswoman from Texas, the 30th district in Texas. By the way, what are you boys doing down there in Dallas nominating somebody like this? We'll talk about that later. All right, but y'all just watch this video real quick because this is her giving an interview after Trump's speech on Tuesday night. Watch this.
This is not what we should be doing. I don't even know why we fighting with Greenland. Why we fighting with Greenland? We fighting with Canada. We fighting with Mexico. Yet we in love with Putin. What is happening? Like, this is not America. This is a terrible nightmare. Somebody slap me and wake me the fuck up because I'm ready to get on with it.
Y'all keep in mind, this is what happens when you put a Jerry Springer candidate and make her an actual congressman. Can we just play Jasmine's theme song real quick, just for her, in honor of Jasmine? Can we play it? There. Thank God Trump's actually demolishing the Department of Education, maybe by the time you watch this video, because he's talking about doing it on Friday or Saturday, because it ain't working. This kind of conversation sounds like it's coming out of the girls' bathroom of a Section 8 public school. I mean, this kind of talk is okay for a Walmart parking lot outside of a 97 Civic at nighttime with the window tint peeling off the back windows, you know what I'm talking about? But it just doesn't look good when it actually comes from a congresswoman. I will give her credit for one thing, though. She is making wigs great again. I haven't seen anybody pull off a wig like that in Congress since about 1792, when old George Washington was walking past. So I will say I applaud her for the hat tip that she gave to the founding fathers. The only thing that would have made this better is if Pete Hegseth would have just ran up and snatched that wig right off the top of her head right in the middle of the interview and just took off running with the wig. Woo! Look, for those of y'all that are disgusted in this interview, and you should be, okay? I just want y'all to remember it's a great thing, because when America sees this, they say, this is what Democrats put in Congress. When American hears that mouth and that just vulgarity, they say, this is what Democrats actually want in Congress. This is what's left over from the DEI that was going on in Congress. And Trump's approval ratings soar. And now word is on the street that Jasmine Crockett could be going to jail because it's been uncovered that she's got a salary of $174,000 with a net worth of $9 million, a $2 million a $2 million townhouse, a $1.5 million loft, and a $1.5 million lake cabin. I guess she thought Biden was going to win and nobody would ever find out. Matter of fact, the more Jasmine talks, the less chance a Democrat ever has of getting elected ever again. You don't want to stand for a 13-year-old kid battling cancer? That's great. Show the world who you are. You don't want to stand for a mother who is grieving her dead daughter because of your illegal immigration policies? Go ahead. Sit down in your chair. Show the world who you are. Here's the truth right here that MSM News will never, ever tell you. I feel sorry for this woman because she truly is possessed. You can see the hate in her eyes. You can hear it in her voice. And look, I want to tell y'all something. You have to pay attention here. We are not fighting a battle of flesh and blood. It's like the Bible says, we're fighting a spiritual battle. When you irritate demons, they get mad. They get irrational. They start to panic because they're actually losing control of the situation. So when you see Democrats on the other side of the aisle acting like little angry toddlers, and you see that look on their faces, it's because it haunts them, that they don't matter anymore, that they're not in control anymore. You've probably got a family member just like that. You got a coworker or you got a neighbor, I guarantee you. And every time you walk in, you could be smiling and whistling and having the best day ever. You are going to irritate those demons inside of you. Brother and sister, I promise you, just consider it as a badge of honor. It takes a very strong person to ignore all these antics coming from the demons that are launching out right now. It does. And if you watch Trump's speech, the two men that were in the background, Mike Johnson and J.D. Vance, every time the Democrats would yell over here and he had to look over to this side of the camera, you would see Mike Johnson with fear in his eyes. I've never respected this man. And you would see J.D. Vance looking like a freaking hawk, posted up on a high oak tree, completely unbothered by the squawking crow that's sitting down there on the power line just making noise. You know what I'm saying? He didn't motion to him. He didn't consider him. He wasn't even acting like they had anything to do. Be like J.D. Vance when people yell and make noise and when people's demons get irritated. Just means you're doing your job. So go out there and have a great day. Don't let up. God bless y'all. Be good.